This project involves realignment of 1 kilometre of the Kopurererua stream. We've also created a new wetland, also a couple of bridges and a new section of cycleway. The project was really driven by a desire from Bay of Plenty Regional Council and Tauranga City Council to get removal of more sediment moving down the stream and the catchment into the Waikato Estuary. But then there were also other goals like the creation of additional ecological habitat and having a more resilient river in the face of increased floods.
We did an initial geomorphic assessment to understand what geomorphic processes were happening in the river. We looked at where the alignment used to be prior to straightening in the late 1800s, early 1900s. And we started to build up a picture of what the stream should have looked like and how best to design the stream channel to ensure a really resilient and robust stream channel, but that was still able to have natural habitat elements evolving within it.
We were also involved in the preliminary design stage through detailed design, and we've also been involved in supervision of the construction. The different elements that Tonkin & Taylor's been involved in is the design of the stream itself, also design of the abutments for the bridges and their foundations, and there's also a pump station that services the golf course.
The client and project partners were keen to see a less engineered approach to the stream realignment that had been implemented in other parts of the lower Kōpūrererua. So we've taken a naturalised channel approach to the design. This includes using native plants to stabilise the banks rather than rock, and the use of green living mulches rather than synthetic matting products. Log weirs and groins have been installed in the banks to help moderate natural erosion processes and to simulate natural stream habitat evolution.
Once we had done the sort of first part of the project with the geomorphic assessment, Bay of Plenty Regional Council came on board and saw some really great opportunities to reduce fine-grained sediment for getting into the Waikato Estuary, which is at the mouth of the Kopurererua stream. The Bay of Plenty Regional Council had some work done where they'd identified that the Waikato Estuary was changing from a sand-dominated estuary to a mud and silt-dominated estuary. So part of the project was to enable the capturing and deposition of some of those really fine-grained sediments that are transported in suspension during flood events onto the extensive floodplains and to the beautiful constructed wetland that you see behind us here in the floodplain.
The project has been really collaborative. During the design stage, we did early contractor involvement with GT Civil, which was really valuable, getting feedback on our design, making sure it was constructible, and also that TCC was getting the most value for money, that it was a cost-effective design. So we worked through that process. We also had a lot of collaboration through the construction of the project. Bay of Plenty Regional Council and Tauranga City Council were involved throughout construction, sort of bringing their expertise to the project as well. A key part of the Naturalised Channel Design was really working in partnership with the client to take a risk-based approach to the channel. Obviously, it being a naturalised channel, there's a certain amount of evolution as it starts to operate. And so we worked with Tauranga City Council to really decide when we needed to intervene with nature-based solutions versus letting the stream do its own thing.
We started cutting the southern alignment, which you see behind me, in 2020, and then we just had the wettest 18 months on record following that. So all of the surfaces that you can see behind me were all completely wet with ponded water. The stream channel was full of water. Every time we tried to excavate some more length of channel, it would just fill up with water. So there were some really interesting challenges that were overcome in terms of staging.
The southern part of the realignment was finished in 2023, and today Tonkin & Taylor's ecologists are working alongside staff from Tauranga City Council and Ngāi Tamarāwaho to salvage fish from the old stream before we fill it in and make the northern part of the realignment live.
We'd already removed close to 1,000 fish out of this 400 metre section, and that's from 8 different native fish species plus freshwater crayfish, as I mentioned, the freshwater mussel, so quite a big diversity of species, and we've actually removed large numbers already, and we've still got a week to go. As a practitioner in freshwater ecology, this is an amazing project. We're normally involved in projects where stream length has been shortened or straightened, but here we are in one of the rare occasions where we're making a river longer than it was before and creating better habitat in sync with the environment, and so it'll look after itself going forward. It's amazing, actually.
Obviously, it's been really rewarding seeing the project now almost at a state of completion. Already you can see the effects in terms of the ecological habitat, you know, the birds coming back, the fish we already have relocating into the new reaches of the stream. And it's been awesome as well just having the involvement of Ngāi Tamarāwaho and seeing what this project means to them as kaitiaki of this area. Yeah, that's been really rewarding, and it's a real honour to be a part of this project, and also a responsibility in being involved in delivering this and understanding how much it does mean to the community.